Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody sent me this letter A. It is a JPEG and a little bit fuzzy, and asked me how you could trace this. She actually found Arial that was pretty close, but in the logo she's using, she has to have this A with this thicker part, and she wanted to know how you could do that. So this is Arial, which everybody should have. And let's do this. Let's hit P, put it in the center of the page. Let's make, well, that ain't gonna work because it is a picture. Let's take our original A, let's put this in the center, and that's not gonna really work because it's not in the center of the page of the picture. And let's make it yellow. Well, oh, I was confused. This is our real A. So let's make it yellow. Let's put this in the center of the page. And that's pretty close, and let's look at it a little closer. Matter of fact, let's look at our letter, or the letter in wireframe, or hairline. Let's make it red, and we can see if there's any difference between the two. It's going to be a little bit hard to move it around because it's not perfect. So you can see it's pretty close. It's just, I think it's a size difference. Let me nudge this thing just a little bit, change our nudge factor to 0.001. That's why I keep mine on there. Let's get that hairline. And I think I've got the box now, so we move the A over. No, I was moving the other one. So the only difference is, beside Arial, and I've noticed this before on Arial has a little slope here, and it's not quite as thick. So how do you fix that? Well, let's fix the slope first, and I've actually done a video on this A. Let's get this out of the way a little bit more. Let's convert it to a curve because it's still a text. Go to Object and Convert to Curve. Then get the Shape tool. And you can see these two nodes and delete them. Just hit delete. Sorry about that. My calculator is real close to the delete button. Then take all three and right-click Line. So now we've taken away that curve. How do we make this bigger? To me, the easiest thing to do, and I can't really put it on top because of the white background, but I'm just going to show you how you could do it, and then you could get it closer. So we're going to grab with the Shape tool because it's a curve, and we're going to select both these, and we're going to right click and break it apart. Now it's a little bit confusing. I'm going to try putting the nudge factor on 0.5 of an inch. Sometimes it's a little bit confusing figuring out which arrow, but the arrow's pointing down the line and the arrow's pointing up the line. So let's nudge this up 1/2 of an inch. Let's take that one and nudge it up 1/2 inch. Looks pretty close. So let's take the virtual segment delete key and delete that edge, delete that edge, delete that edge, delete that edge, and then take our friend the Smart Fill tool and fill it in. And let's make it yellow. And now let's put it on, let's take away the outline. Well, on a Smart Fill, you took away the outline, but the outline's still there. And I'm going to say we're there. It's kind of hard to tell which ones, and I'll show you a little trick here in just a second. Let's look at that. I can see black on either side of the yellow. A little shadow, so we're close. Now what you could also do, and this really won't work in this case, but if that is our A, we can go to Object, Order, Back a Page. Doesn't work in this case because it's got a white background. You ought to be able to see yellow through there. But that's how I would do it. Simple, easy, and can't go wrong with that. I think it's identical. I hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for